What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have a new Windrose video for you. Today we'll be showing you how to maximize the amount of fish you get from fishing, and we're going to show you how to fish in Windrose. Let's get into it, shall we? So, of course, everybody knows pirates love fishing, and we're going to unlock the simple fishing rod to show you how to do that. You're going to need 3 different components for the simple fishing rod. You're going to need some foothills iron ingots smelted. You're also going to need some hardwood and, of course, some rope, which is very easy to make. To get hardwood and iron, you're going to have to be able to complete the missions up to where you kill this boss right here, Thomas Richards. Thomas Richards has to die, so you have to do the main quest. And once you unlock the foothills, then you're going to be able to unlock hardwood and some foothills iron ore, which you can smelt. Foothills are usually in the southwest for us. Every map is different, but every island's the same. The islands are just randomly generated across the map. So you're not going to have the islands exactly where we are, but over here in the southwest is where all of our foothills islands were. And what we're going to do is go over and show you where to get iron. And most of the foothills, we're going to show you that there is iron nodes around in the foothills. Once you discover it, you'll see it with a little pickaxe icon. That is where you go and get iron. And whilst in the foothills, you're going to discover mines like this right here. And this is an iron deposit. And what you'll have to do is go in here, clear out any rams or wolves or enemies that are inside of here, and you farm you some poor iron. You're going to need at least a copper pickaxe or better to farm the ores. Once you've destroyed any enemies, just go ahead and mine that iron. Sometimes you'll find iron inside there that's like a thicker iron or a better deposit of iron. It'll say not poor iron, it'll just say iron. And that's probably what you're going to go for. So just get you some iron and then take it back home. Next thing we're going to show you is hardwood, and that is gathered from Divvy Divvy. So we have us a hatchet here. We're going to go ahead and chop it down with our iron hatchet. And Divvy Divvy will give you hardwood when you chop up the stump, and of course the tree as well. That's going to give you the tree bark and hardwood as well. And that should unlock your fishing rod, and now you should be able to go back home and make you a fishing rod. And you can sometimes find piles of Divvy Divvy also in ruined excavation sites like this right here, where you can get gold. Once you make that fishing rod, all you have to do is go out to the water and left click, and then you just wait for you to see a large splash like that, and you'll get a fish. Now, this is kind of tedious. You can actually get all the fish in the game and then get a ring. And I'm going to show you all the fish that's currently in the game. And this is the early access release. But there is a way to kind of maximize the amount of fish you get. So right here is every single fish that is currently in the game. But I'm going to show you underneath Adventure where we can go to get a special ring. And then you can ascend that ring for an extra chance to catch fish while fishing. And this is going to increase the amount of fish that you get once fishing, and it's going to reduce the amount of time that you have to fish for your foods. Once you hit tab, all you have to do is go over to Adventure, go down to Collections here, and under Collections you're going to see a Master Fisherman collection. Once you capture all these fish, you're going to unlock this Minor Fisherman ring. Whenever you unlock that collection, you do get a free copy of the Minor Fisherman ring. You can craft other copies for friends if you want as well at the jewelry table. Once you pick up an item, you learn that item, and then right here we have the Minor Fisherman ring. It grants a 15% chance without being ascended. What we're going to do is we're going to craft one here for like 3 silver ingots, and then go ahead and ascend it, and you just need 10 silver ingots and the Minor Fisherman ring to ascend it to purple, which is going to give it a 30% chance to catch extra fish while fishing. That is what we're wanting to go for, is the Major Fisherman ring. Once you have that ring, just go ahead and throw it on. So now all you have to do is throw it out there, and then sometimes you will randomly catch 2 fish instead of 1. It's a 30% chance. Just like that right there. So it's a really good way to increase the amount of fish that you're getting for your food recipes and reduce the amount of time you have to sit here and fish. Just to backtrack just for a minute about the Master Fisherman, if you look at these fish right here, some of these are caught in more deeper waters. So if you're having a hard time catching this, just kind of go out in more deeper waters. I was personally able to catch this out on our dock here. It is a little bit further out into the water, but you can just go off and fish off your little boat or go fish off an island or something And I was eventually able to catch all the fish straight off the shore here. I don't know if that'll change in the future, but if you're having a hard time catching the more larger fish, which will give a lot more fish fillets as well, then you probably want to go out a little bit deeper water. So you might be asking yourself, Josh, why are we doing all this? Why are we even fishing? The reason why we're fishing is because eventually you do get a buff food that's called the seafood platter. There's also a bunch of other different ones, but the one I focus on currently is a seafood platter, which is 20 vitality. It's a really good food. All you need is crab meat, limes, which you find in the foothills, salt, which you can buy or find boats and stuff whenever you plunder them, and also fish fillets. And this is a really great buff food. There's also a bunch of other different foods that take fish. This one right here, fish and I think it's tostonas. I don't know how you pronounce that. You also have the basic seafood skewer, which gives strength, and chowder, which gives agility. So if you're going for any of those foods, now you have the ability to fish as much fish as you want. You can craft all the good buff foods that you need for this game. And that's the long and short of how to unlock fishing and how to maximize fishing currently in Windrose. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I do have lots of other Windrose videos planned once I get time to get those out. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Peace.